Will Ripple's stablecoin replace XRP? This is a question that's been circling around Twitter, around the community here lately. I want to address it. The role of Ripple's stablecoin versus the role of XRP. Is this going to clash? Are they going to compete? Or are they complementary? And are they overall going to bring more liquidity into this space? And maybe, just maybe, it might be bullish for the XRP ledger and XRP, the native asset of this ledger that we all love. So I want to get right on into this. This episode is going to be focused on the markets and cryptocurrency. I'm going to have additional content coming out over the next 24 to 48 hours as we watch Hurricane Milton hit landfall. And so a lot to update on in the current events regards. That's going to be in some separate videos coming up. So make sure you guys have subscribed and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our updates. If you appreciate what we do, make sure you're helping us out by liking our videos, and everything else is at zachrector.com. If you want to use our community resources, it's a way to get access to these products and services that you need and support the show. Greatly appreciate you for doing so. Now, starting off here, this is what George Gammon has to say in regards to market sentiment. So the stock market was back up here today after yesterday, Monday, it was a sell-off. Here we're turning up on a Tuesday. George Gammon says, I'm in the gym watching CNBC. I have never seen more euphoria. This beats crypto in 2021. And now that's saying something because crypto in 2021 was off the charts. Very tempted to short the S&P. For your information, stocks hit an all-time high October 9th, 2007, just after the Fed cut by 50 basis points September 18th, 2007. Today is October 8th. It'll be fun to see what happens tomorrow. So how strange that would be, quite a coincidence that would be, if we did peak out and hit an all-time high on October 9th, 2024, similar to what we did in 2007, right? So the Fed cut rates on September 18th, 2007. They just cut rates once again, 50 basis points on September 18th, 2024. And at the time, I was warning our community. I said, guys, watch out, because after they did the first rate cut, the market went and set a new all-time high. It pumped for another 2-3 weeks till October 9th. And then the bottom fell out and the S&P 500 fell by 57% over the next year. I feel like we're right at that same moment, don't you? You guys let me know in the comments down below where we're at. Here's where Bitcoin's at right now. And by the way, the stocks did go up. S&P 500 is very close to hitting a new all-time high here once again. 62,350. Bitcoin coming back down after pumping up above 64,000 yesterday. We're back down to 62.3 right now, and we'll watch it closely. XRP at 53 cents. Nothing else really noteworthy besides I did want to show you this. S&P 500, like I said, almost back up to all-time high. NASDAQ 100, big green candle. And so it was inverse correlation here. Yesterday, stocks were down. Oil peaked up to $78 on worries of World War III escalation. Now today, everything goes back to normal. Everything's fine. Back to euphoria, like George Gammon says. Stock market up, oil back down. We'll be watching this closely, though. Gold hanging out there at 2,640. Kind of just chopped sideways all day here today. Let's take a quick look at silver. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, back down again. I wanted to report on this. I'm glad that I caught this before I moved on. Gold and silver back on sale, 2,600 for gold, but for silver in particular, back below $31 per ounce. So if you guys are looking to get the hookup on silver, we can get it done. Will we go lower? We'll see. We have support built at 30 in that $28 to $30 range. We did pierce through $33 on Friday last week. So we'll be watching gold and silver here closely, and I got a silver update coming up in one of my next episodes. You guys aren't going to want to miss this one either. But while silver's on sale, while gold's still hanging out here, if you guys are looking to pick up precious metals, that's at zachrector.com or linked up down below as well. Now, as far as the adoption curve compared to the internet, when we look here at crypto, it's on par and even surpassing. Crypto is being adopted faster than the internet. So despite a sideways market, you know, if your coin isn't pumping or doing what you want it to do, please understand how early we are. And when you compare this to internet, it is being adopted faster. Speaking of adoption, here's the Canary Capital filing for an XRP ETF. So we said there is going to be an XRP ETF. It is inevitable. People said I should shut down my account. People said I should end my YouTube channel for saying that there was going to be an XRP ETF. Well, we're still here. The ETFs have now been formally applied for, S1 filing from Bitwise. Here's the S1 from Canary Capital. You can go check it out on the SEC website for yourself. And maybe those same folks will say that these are going to get rejected by the SEC, and they still want to stick to their point that there will never be an XRP ETF. So once again, speaking of adoption, this is one of many ETFs on the way, not just individual XRP ETFs, but you're going to see basket ETFs. All of this brings more exposure, more adoption, more liquidity, and it is overall bullish for the space, including XRP. Now let's get to the title of today's episode, which is XRP versus Ripple stablecoin. Will Ripple stablecoin replace XRP? Absolutely not. Let's just answer that question right away. Absolutely not. And we got an answer here from David Schwartz, a little bit more perspective. I'm going to break this down. We have DGen XRP holder asking David, no more games, Schwartz. Tell me, will RLUSD be a net positive to XRP? Even though it can do 70% or more of what XRP was made to do, you know, cross-border payments. I hear what you and Brad are saying, but truthfully, I feel forked. Afterthought's not always a great thing in programming, and there's many people that feel this way. Many people confused, and of course, there's always people trying to FUD XRP. That never helps. When you're trying to get the truth out about XRP, you're having to cut through all the nonsense BS and irrational FUD just because people hate us. They hate us because they ain't us mostly. But David Schwartz answers and provides a little bit of clarity here. Only XRP can be used to pay for transaction fees on the XRP ledger. So as I've been saying this whole time, you still need XRP. No matter what assets, no matter whether it's US dollar stablecoin, a euro stablecoin, whether Ripple's issuing it or somebody else is issuing it, to transact on the XRP ledger, every single transaction needs XRP and burns XRP. Never forget that. Everyone who transacts must have XRP to pay those fees. XRP is the only asset that every account can hold that has no counterparty or jurisdiction and cannot be frozen or clawed back. So there will be clawbacks on RLUSD, and until we get the amendment for the AMM, RLUSD cannot be added to the AMM until we get the amendment, which will allow assets with clawback enabled to be added to the AMM. That's a mouthful, but hopefully you guys understand what I'm saying. When you're looking at regulations compliance with the law, clawbacks are needed for issued assets. So it's a good thing that we have that capability, but it'll be even better when we can add assets with clawback to the AMM. But this is one of the advantages that the XRP asset will always have over every other asset, is that there is no counterparty, there is no jurisdiction, and it cannot be frozen or clawed back, period, full stop, ever. XRP has structural advantages on XRP Ledger due to features like auto bridging. XRP will always have that advantage when it comes to finding the best liquidity source on the DEX. XRP is in a unique position because of the auto bridging. But if a stablecoin can do most of what XRP does better than XRP can, then XRP will lose to one or more stablecoins no matter what happens with RLUSD. That's an important point. So whether it's Tether, whether it's USDC, whether it's some other stablecoin, if an asset can do what XRP does, but do it better, it's going to win. It's just that simple. When it comes to RLUSD, this asset's going to add more liquidity to the XRP ledger. That's great. It's going to add stability to an asset and basically being able to put value on chain. You'll be able to put value on chain and keep it stable. This is one of the biggest problems with DeFi today. And this is not just with the XRP ledger, this is with other assets as well. When you're doing DeFi or you're putting up an asset as collateral for a loan or for a DeFi program or whatever you're trying to do, when that underlying asset is incredibly volatile, well, this is how you get margin called. This is how you get liquidated. This is how you break or breach your covenants or the terms of your loan or whatever the DeFi program is. Because if your collateral drops by 50% and you don't have more of a backstop, more assets, more collateral to back that up with, your loan could get called due. This happens all the time. And in the DeFi world, what we're seeing, more DeFi activity has really grown as we've gotten mature stable coins that allow folks to park assets in a stable asset while still being able to get the features and benefits of DeFi. Now, of course, you get new assets that include other programs and ways of generating yield farming, staking, all this and that. That's coming as well to the XRP ledger, but you need that stable asset first. I think that this is also going to bring in institutions that are comfortable coming into crypto through a derivative of a US dollar or what is deemed to be a safe or stable asset versus just jumping right on into crypto, into an asset that could go down by 50% today or go up by 50% today. The volatility either way, it really exposes the institutions to that risk that they're not comfortable with. So we dip their toes in, right? We ease them into the waters by getting them in with stablecoins. We need legitimate stablecoins and other assets. The only way that this XRP Ledger ecosystem is going to grow is by bringing more liquidity in. How do you do that? You need legitimate issuers, and you need assets on chain that people want access to, that people want exposure to. So people want stablecoins, and then they're going to want other real-world asset opportunities, tokenized equity, bonds, real estate, insurance, collectibles, art, you name it. Tokenized on-chain brings unique advantages, being able to have digital ownership of any property you can think of. You can tokenize that on-chain. That's going to give you unique benefits. That's the whole reason why we're talking about tokenizing an internet of value. And so before we can get there, we need the amendments and the utilities in place so that developers can actually build on the XRP Ledger, bring these assets onto the XRP Ledger and actually do something with them. And that's all coming. That's all on the way. And then you need legitimate stablecoins where we can trust the issuer, we can trust the counterparty, because if we don't want to have to trust anybody, if we're not worried about stability, well, then we hold XRP, just like so many of us do. But when we want stability, when we want the ability to do something else with the asset, when we like what the counterparty has to offer, right? The reason why we're going to buy tokens that are issued by counterparties is because we like what they have to offer. That's what we're looking for, is more issuers that bring real value on chain, that bring real businesses on chain. And that's what's coming. I think that the RLUSD stablecoin is going to set the standard for not only the XRP Ledger, but other stablecoins on other blockchains as well. I think that Ripple's also going to set a new standard with either themselves or some of their partners as far as tokenizing real-world assets on chain, holding collateral at standard custody trust company, not a bank where you're exposed, where they're going to lend out against your assets, lend out against your deposits, but at a trust company where you remove that risk, where you remove that exposure, and you can trust the custodian, you can trust the issuer, and it's all transparent, provided by on-chain analytics. This is the future of finance. This is the new financial system that we're all dreaming of. And I think that we need to be very clear here that the Ripple stablecoin will not take away market share from XRP. If you would have found better liquidity through a stablecoin, whether that was RLUSD or Tether or some other stablecoin, that's where the liquidity is going to go. When XRP solves a problem, when it sources better liquidity, XRP is going to be used. You can't force the issue and expect to get adoption, right? Crypto is being adopted faster than the internet. And the good news is that we still have plenty of time to build this out. But what I am hopeful for is that Ripple can launch their stablecoin in the coming weeks, like Brad Garlinghouse said, or in the coming months. We got to get this out soon, because in the meantime, we're losing market share and time is working against us. The longer that we allow Tether to get market share, we allow USDC to get market share, we allow PayPal stablecoin to get market share, that's more market share, that's more liquidity that will be drawn away from the XRP Ledger. So we all should be cheering on Ripple, bringing this stablecoin, bringing this liquidity to the XRP Ledger ecosystem. This is what we need. So we can still be holding our XRP with an understanding that it's going to be a net positive impact from RLUSD on the XRP Ledger ecosystem and on the underlying asset XRP. I will hold both eventually. I will hold RLUSD as soon as I can get access to it. It's probably going to be my preferred stablecoin. But in the meantime, I will continue to update you guys on any new developments in regards to their stablecoin. We just need to understand and cut through all the FUD and the nonsense. Folks saying that Ripple stablecoin is going to replace XRP, it's just not true. So if you understand that, you appreciate what we're doing over here, you appreciate the mission that we're having here of basically just providing the truth on XRP, the broader cryptocurrency space, providing my perspective on the markets. You guys let me know what you think, and if you appreciate what we're doing, make sure you like this video on the way out. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, and stay tuned because we got a lot more content on the way. Appreciate all of you guys for stopping by, and we'll see you in the next one. God bless you all. I am your host, Zach Rector. I really appreciate all of the love and support. If you want to support the channel, just remember that you can start by smashing that thumbs up for me, sharing this content far and wide, and everything else is at my website.